There are moments in a chosen steward's life that mark the crossing of a threshold, moments that tear away illusions, strip the soul bare, and thrust one face to face with a deeper truth. Not everyone survives these moments, but some do. Not by accident, but by discernment, by divine design, by spiritual endurance. Surviving the humiliation ritual was never about escaping pain. It was an initiation, a divine confrontation. A test not only of resilience, but of responsibility. The fire didn't come to destroy, it came to reveal. And what it revealed was the steward you are becoming. Too many are waiting for blessings to fall from the sky, for miracles to simply appear without movement. But faith is not passive. It is not idle. It does not cower behind fear, nor does it make excuses. Faith is motion. It is vision turned into discipline. It is sacred ambition carried on the wings of divine guidance and human diligence. The divine does not partner with stagnation. To be chosen is not to be exempt from the burden of effort, is to be trusted with it. You are not only set apart, you are set in place for purpose. This is why survival was not the end of your story. It was the beginning of your stewardship. The gifts you carry, yes, the ones many may have mocked, underestimated, or tried to sabotage, were never meant to lie dormant. You were never meant to wait forever in the wilderness. You were called to build, called to rise, called to create with God, not simply wait on God. This is the essence of divine partnership. Heaven provides the vision, the breath, the provision in seed form. You provide the cultivation, the labor of love, the steps of obedience, the work shaped by wisdom. Together, you and the divine forge supernatural results, ones that are sustainable, righteous, and deeply impactful. Let this truth settle deep in your spirit. God gives seed to the sower, not the spectator, not the fearful, not the one who buries their potential in the ground of complacency, but the one who says, even if all I have is one seed, I will plant it. I will steward it. I will act. Chosen, steward, reflect. Are you planting what you've been given? Are you tending it with your time, your attention, your courage? If you've been holding back, paralyzed by fear, stuck in cycles of delabis, is your moment to shift. One gift, one skill, one divine instruction. Begin to move. Speak it in. The comments, if you must. This week, I will activate. And finish the sentence. Faith begins in motion. Faith is not merely belief, is behavior. Not just something you say, but something you do. It looks like waking up early to study what you need for your calling. It looks like applying for the opportunity, even when your past says you don't qualify. It sounds like speaking life over your business, your purpose, your healing every single day, even when nothing around you has changed yet. Faith, in motion, is the force that partners with divine timing and produces results. Understand this deeply. God does not steer a parked car. You want direction? You want divine insight? Move your feet. Move your mind into readiness. Move your heart into obedience. That small act of obedience, calling someone back. Writing the business plan, submitting the application unlocks doors you cannot yet see. You moved yet? When in truth, heaven is waiting on you. The moment you step forward in aligned effort, something holy begins to multiply. That effort rooted in service, shaped by excellence, and fueled by belief, becomes the ground upon which blessings can take root. Chosen steward. You've already seen it, haven't you? That one time you took action and everything began to accelerate. That day you followed the nudge and something meaningful opened. Those weren't coincidences. That was divine confirmation. God responds to movement. There is joy in this, a joy this world cannot replicate. The joy of seeing your work bear fruit. The joy of knowing your hands helped co-create something sacred. The joy of watching the impossible bend to meet your diligence. And through that process, you realize your efforts are not just tolerated by heaven. They are welcomed, blessed, multiplied. Keep going. Build with integrity. Serve with compassion. Execute with boldness. Let faith not just inspire you, let it animate you. What tried to break you was, in truth, a lesson in divine strength. Humiliation, rejection, betrayal. These are not the signs of failure. They are the fires through which divine character is forged. Every chosen steward must pass through their wilderness, their crucifixion season, their refining furnace. This is not punishment. It is preparation. The obstacle is not a denial of your destiny, it is a demand for your development. Can you steward success if you haven't learned to stand firm in scarcity? Can you carry the weight of abundance if you've never cultivated patience, wisdom, and discipline? God does not promise an easy path. He promises strength for the path. Strength to rise again after every fall. Strength to hold your peace when you're misunderstood. Strength to forgive, to discern, to walk away from what no longer serves your purpose. Strength to stand tall in rooms where you were once made. This strength is not theoretical, it is practical. It looks like saying no to distractions. It looks like staying consistent when the crowd walks away. It looks like trusting divine timing instead of rushing your own. This resilience, this sacred perseverance is what separates the truly chosen from the merely interested. God doesn't just want your praise and victory. He wants your faith in pressure. Every test passed is a promotion in disguise. Every spiritual exam, every trial you endure with grace and wisdom locks new levels of authority, insight, and favor. You begin to realize the challenge was not there to disqualify you. It was there to reveal you. Chosen steward, what if this battle was the very thing that would prepare you for your next blessing? What if this test, passed in faith, would unlock a door no man can shut? Don't waste your pain. Don't run from the assignment. Rise to it. Talent is not enough. Calling is not enough. Even anointing is not enough. Without stewardship, your gifts are seeds, and seeds must be cultivated, fed with discipline, watered with consistency, pruned with sacrifice. You cannot skip this process to believe in divine favor and neglect diligence. It is to expect harvest from an unplanted field. The divine honors effort, not perfection, but effort. Spiritual effort, mental effort, creative effort, financial effort. The sacred grind done in the right spirit is not just work, it is worship. It is obedience in motion. Stewardship is multidimensional. Time, are you managing your days like a builder or wasting hours like a bystander? Every minute matters when you're building destiny. Talent. Are you sharpening your skills? Are you offering your gifts where they're needed? Or burying them out of fear or laziness? Treasure. Are you treating your resources, yes, even the little, with wisdom? Are you investing, saving, sowing generously, managing responsibly? Wealth gained righteously is a weapon for good. Opportunities, are you acting when the door opens? Are you knocking when no one answers yet? Are you recognizing divine setups or letting them slip by while waiting for a sign? Remember the parable. To the steward who multiplied what was entrusted to him, more was given. But to the one who buried it, out of fear or sloth, even that was taken away. The divine is not looking for perfection, but God is looking for those who will do something with what they've been given. Chosen steward, are you that one? Blessings that are built through partnership with the divine are different from those that are simply received. They carry the fingerprint of both heaven and earth, God's grace and your grind. This kind of abundance, financial, relational, spiritual, is deeply fulfilling because you know it came through obedience, diligence, and right alignment. You know it was forged in fire, watered with prayer, sustained with wisdom. It's the kind of success that builds your character. Alongside your bank account, that journey grows patience. It grows gratitude. It teaches you how to manage, how to endure, how to sustain. You don't just receive a blessing, you become the kind of person who can carry it without it crushing you. Abundance born of divine partnership is sustainable because it is rooted in principles, not whims. It can weather storms. It can multiply without manipulation. It can serve others because it is not built on selfish ambition. This is wealth with purpose. Purpose with fruit. Fruit with legacy. Why do you want the blessing? Is it just for escape? Or is it for impact? Chosen steward, understand this. The abundance coming to you is not just for you. It is for the ones assigned to your voice. The problems your ideas will solve. The lives your resources will touch. This is not grit, it is responsibility. You are called to be a builder of systems, a restorer of paths, a multiplier of righteousness. One of the greatest enemies of purpose is inertia, that state of doing nothing. Because of everything, fear, doubt, overthinking, perfectionism, all of it keeps you still stuck, waiting for ideal conditions. But conditions don't create courage. courage creates momentum. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is movement despite fear. Every step you take in obedience, no matter how small, is an act of spiritual warfare. It defies fear. It breaks cycles. It sets new patterns in motion. The divine rarely shows the entire plan, but God always gives enough light for the next step. And here's the truth. Many are waiting on clarity, when what they need is commitment. To not act is not neutral, it is rebellion against your own calling. To bury your talent, to silence your gift, to stall on your assignment, it is a spiritual risk. Don't hide what God has entrusted to you. Don't delay what heaven has already. GREENLIT. Start, move, create, speak, build, call, begin. Because the first small act of obedience will unlock the strength to complete the next. You were not called just to survive, you were called to steward the aftermath of survival into something powerful. This is your legacy, that you didn't just make it through, but that you built something with the pain. That you turned humiliation into holy ambition. That you used discernment not just to avoid danger, but to navigate your destiny. You are a chosen steward, a partner in divine creation, a bringer of solutions, a carrier of light. This life you build through faith in action, diligence, and obedience will echo far beyond what you see now. Your legacy is not in things, but in impact. In the lives you touch, in the system you reform, in the generation you inspire. Final truth, your calling is sacred, your gifts are needed, your responsibility is real, but so is your equipping. Now go, build with God, work with wisdom, steward your season. And may everything you put your hands to aligned with purpose, fueled by faith, be blessed beyond measure.